Have you ever noticed how some people live quietly, comfortably, never show off, and suddenly you find out they're actually wealthy? These are the quietly rich, and what they do is far more powerful than it looks. Today, you will discover the 7 habits that turn regular people into low-key millionaires. Like the topic? Then go ahead and hit that like button, share this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. 1. Automated finances. Imagine every time you get paid, part of it automatically goes to your investments, bills, and savings. No effort, no excuses. That's how the quietly rich operate. They don't rely on willpower. They rely on systems. While most people try to remember to invest when there's money left, the rich automate the process. It removes temptation and ensures consistency. Even during their busiest months, their money keeps growing. According to a Harvard Business Review study, automated habits reduce decision fatigue and increase your chances of reaching long-term financial goals by up to 67%. The less you have to think to do the right thing, the easier it is to stay on track. A real-world example. Someone who automates a $500 monthly contribution to an index fund with an average 8% annual return will end up with over $170,000 in 15 years. If they relied on motivation, that money probably wouldn't exist. The key is to build the habit before the need and let invisible discipline do the heavy lifting. Quietly, month after month, they grow their wealth without even noticing. It's not magic. It's a systemized discipline. Small systems, when combined with time, consistency, and vision, build great fortunes. 2. Focus on value, not price. While many chase deals and discounts, the quietly rich focus on the actual value of what they buy. This changes everything. They look at true cost-benefit, considering durability, usefulness, and long-term return. They'd rather pay $150 for a pair of shoes that last 5 years than $50 for ones that fall apart in 6 months. It may seem counterintuitive, but in the long run, it's smarter and more economical. Cheap can get expensive when you add it all up over the years. They know impulse buying just because something is cheap is one of the biggest wealth killers. Trendy items, new gadgets, and fast fashion rarely bring lasting value. Example. Buying a $500 laptop that breaks after 2 years versus a $1,200 model that lasts 6 years with solid performance. Cheap ends up being expensive, and they know it. It's a choice between short-term cost and long-term value. This mindset also applies to investing. They prefer solid, well-founded assets over trending fads. While many chase quick money, the quietly rich go after assets with real, lasting value. 3. Net worth matters more than income. Having a high income doesn't mean you're rich. And quietly rich people understand this better than anyone. Real wealth is about what you keep and grow, not just what you earn and spend. They track their net worth every month. Everything they own, assets, minus what they owe, liabilities. This is the real metric that shows if they're truly building wealth or just spending more. It's not unusual to find someone earning $200,000 a year who has more debt than assets. Meanwhile, someone earning $60,000 who saves and invests wisely might have $500,000 in net worth. What matters is what stays, not just what comes in. Inspiring example. Ronald Red, a janitor and gas station attendant in the U.S., died with over $8 million in stocks, and no one knew. Why? Because he focused on building, not showing off. His simplicity quietly hid a fortune built on patience and consistency. This habit of tracking what truly matters is a quiet compass toward financial freedom. Once you start focusing on your net worth, you begin thinking like an investor, not just a consumer. For long-term thinking, the quietly rich don't think in months, they think in decades. They plan for a comfortable retirement, legacy, investments, and future quality of life. They live today with tomorrow in mind. They understand the power of compound interest. The more time your money has to grow, the bigger the payoff. And the earlier you start, the stronger the effect. Time and patience are their greatest wealth allies. Example. Investing $10,000 at age 30 at 8% compound interest grows to $100,000 by age 60. Wait until 40 to invest the same amount? You end up with $46,000. A 10-year delay cuts your outcome by more than half. Every decade counts. This mindset leads to unpopular decisions today that pay off massively later. Making a large down payment on a property, investing in education, avoiding expensive debt. They understand that skipping short-term pleasure can bring huge long-term rewards. It's the opposite of instant gratification, and that's exactly why it works. Most people want results fast. The quietly rich trust a slow, steady, and proven path. 5. Multiple income streams. They don't rely on just one paycheck. That's risky. The quietly rich always look for additional sources of income. That doesn't mean working multiple jobs, but building revenue streams that operate in parallel. It could be rental income, stock dividends, an online business, book royalties, or consulting. What matters is that money keeps coming in, even when they're not physically working. Key stat. According to the IRS, 65% of U.S. millionaires have 3 or more income streams. The more diversified your income, the more financially resilient you are in a crisis. 2025 example. Someone living off a single salary in New York, where average rent exceeds $4,200, could crash financially after a layoff. But someone with a monetized YouTube channel, REIT investments, and a small business is far more resilient. They're shielded from short-term shocks. The secret is to start small. A $100 monthly passive income can grow to $1,000 over time. What matters is taking the first step, because the compounding effect will do the rest. 6. Avoiding lifestyle inflation. You get a promotion, a bonus, a raise, and what do the quietly rich do? Nothing. No new car, no fancy phone, no luxury trip right away. It's all part of a bigger plan. They resist the urge to upgrade their lifestyle. That's how their financial snowball keeps growing. Every extra dollar becomes fuel for investing, not spending. Lifestyle inflation traps many people in the rat race. With every income increase, their expenses rise too, and freedom slips further away. The more you make, the more you spend, and the cycle continues. Example. Someone gets a $1,000 raise and decides to get a new car, move to a bigger apartment, and sign up for more streaming services. In reality, they didn't grow wealth, just their bills. They become more dependent on their income. The quietly rich, they keep their routine the same, invest a surplus, and slowly buy freedom, not debt. Their upgrades are invisible. More assets, more free time, more peace of mind. This level of self-control is a financial superpower. And the sooner you master it, the sooner you'll enjoy the rewards. 7. Strategic, not emotional, reactions. When markets crash, inflation spikes, or the news turns bad, what do? Most people panic. The quietly rich stay calm, assess the situation, and act strategically. They know that major fortunes are often built in times of crisis. Widespread fear creates golden opportunities, but only for those who are prepared emotionally and financially. Real example. During the 2020 crisis, while many people sold off assets in fear, investors like Warren Buffett were buying strong stocks at major discounts. That mindset separates those who survive from those who thrive. Their emotional stability comes from financial education and a mindset built for turbulence. They study, save, simulate scenarios, and understand that economic cycles are normal. They have emergency funds, long-term goals, and know that nothing lasts forever, neither chaos nor prosperity. They don't act out of fear. They act with intelligence. That's how, quietly, they turn crises into powerful growth moments. All 7 habits share one thing: quiet consistency. They don't require genius or luck, just smart choices and discipline. Automating your finances, focusing on value, tracking your net worth, thinking long-term, diversifying income, avoiding lifestyle creep, and acting strategically. These are all doable but rarely practiced. Now that you know the secrets of the quietly rich, it's your turn to apply them. Remember, it's not about looking rich. It's about being rich with freedom, peace, and real choices. Like, comment, share, and subscribe so you don't miss more content like this. Your financial freedom journey starts now. Click the link in the video description to unlock the ebook packed with investing secrets, mindset shifts, and wealth building strategies.